Hold up. We don't smoke crack, nigga, we sell it. Sell you a 10-piece of American deli. Cook up a 4-piece of pot like spaghetti. Wait at the door, let you know when it ready. Turned to my hood, scrapped up like the arsonist. She said my dick look at me while I'm watching. The nigga try reach for my chain and I'm popping. He big on the dice, whole time I was locking.
MAC DUKIE, you are in the spotlight with 316s, brought to you by 4814 magazine. Tell us about Roadrunner Management.
Roadrunner Management.
Roadrunner Promotion. What is it? Is it just
Roadrunner Management?
Okay.
Roadrunner Management, man. It was. I established it and started it a little back after a couple of my partners had got killed, man. So I had wanted to start my own little business, and with me always being on the Hanger Road and traveling and everything, you know what I'm saying? It was just meant for that name. You know, I was always on the go, so I took Roadrunner and I ran with it.
Okay. And where are you from?
I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, West Side, Hanger Road, Hunter Walk.
Okay. Okay. Tell us about growing up, Hanger Road, Montgomery.
Well, I grew up in Hunter's Walk. That's the trailer park, you know what I'm saying, off the Western Boulevard down by Brickdale. I grew up there from childhood all the way up until I moved towards the Hanger Road. You know what I'm saying? I'm originally from Selma. I was born and raised in Selma. I was born in Selma. I went to school in elementary, and I moved up here to Montgomery with my mom, and we started out staying in Hunter's Walk, and that's where I grew up at, in the trailer park. Trailer park, baby.
Okay. So how'd you get into rap? Did you start out rapping or?
Nah, I never started out rapping, man. I had homeboys, Lil Blizz, R.I.P. Lil Mook, Time Bomb, Kyle Associate, all those guys that was rapping.
What, top of the line ballers?
Top of the line ballers on the Deuce Conrad. So it started with me being the one with the car, you know what I'm saying, getting us to the club, you know what I'm saying, we was underage, I'm talking about, it all started with there, getting us to the club and getting the CD to the DJ when it was time for them to perform. Okay. That was my first job, make sure the DJ had the CD. And from that point on, I looked at the likes of the Chainsaws and all the other guys that played the back end of the game, and I really watched those guys, and I liked it. The position that they was in, that people don't even really give those guys the credit, but they was the one that was, you know what I'm saying, masterminding all the moves, and I liked that position, and I got into that position of management.
So when it's top of the line ballers, when they were signed with, you said they were signed with Deuce Conrad?
Yeah, they was on the Deuce
that was your first time like being a manager, or?
That was my introduction into the music game. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the first artist that you managed?
The first artist that I managed soulfully was Lil Petey. Okay. And I started with Lil Petey in 2008. Okay. I did a Mayday with the fellow Conrad Big Shug, and he's from my neighborhood. I actually raised him, you know what I'm saying, little kid from my neighborhood, and everybody was telling me like, hey man, the little boy that y'all had rapping first, he was the hardest, you know what I'm saying, and I just went and hollered at him and told him his music and what he had, and he had so much potential, man. That was the first artist that I took under my wing on the Roadrunner Management.
Okay. Where's Lil Petey now?
Man, he's around. He's regrouping, getting his head together. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all still affiliated?
Yeah, forever. Okay. He's family. He's gonna always be family, man.
Okay, okay. So from the Lil Petey situation, where'd you go from there?
From Lil Petey,
did you have did you have something going on with street execs, or what? Was that further down the line? Or
yeah, that was further down the line. I went from because like I said, Petey was 12 years old when I started managing him. Okay, wow. So I had to go in and regroup everything because he was cursing and this. I was like, hey man, we ain't gonna go down that line. We're gonna do it like this. You know what I'm saying? You wanna rap about selling dope, so we're gonna rap to you about selling candy in school. So his single was The Fruit Man, which he was talking about slanging, but he was slanging candy in school. You feel me? So with after Peter, you know what I'm saying, we're moving them so fast, man, you know what I'm saying, it tell you a lot about when you managing kids, you know, it's a different angle, you feel me, that you have to go by. But after Peter, man, I caught some legal situations or whatever, and I got into music promotion, concerts, you know what I'm saying, so I kind of laid back out the management and went and started doing concert promotions, you know, so I did that for a couple years and spread my wings and learned that part of the game.
Who was some of the artists that you promoted for?
I've done 2 Chainz, Boosie, Jeezy, man, I done did so many, bro. Webby, just a lot, man, especially over the country, but only here in the city. I've done Boosie, 2 Chainz, Schoolie, Money Man, a couple guys like
so
that.
You've been out here in these streets promoting.
Oh man, I've been knee deep.
So when did you jump into the mixtape game?
I jumped into the mixtape game. Man, that was maybe like 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
I did that just on the strength of I didn't like the quote unquote heads of the mixtape game in my city, you know what I'm saying? I felt like a lot of artists was getting looked over and a lot of artists was not getting that proper promotion that they should have gotten. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped in and I started with the Gump mixtape. That's the first one I ever did, GUMP, getting up my paper volume 1. And then with that one came all the younger guys was coming like, hey man, we want to get on the tape. So I did Retrack. That was Retrack. If you was in school, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like out of school detention. And I did it with the artists that was 21 and under. And that did so good where I needed to do another one. And I was like babysitting my Gump mixtape so much because I only wanted to put some of the hottest artists on there, not to call the quote unquote artists that was on Can't Cheat the Grind not hot. I just wanted to make the Gump 2 an album. So I started another mixtape series called Can't Cheat the Grind. Okay. So I did that one as well.
You got any of those coming up? Any new ones coming up?
I got a Retrack 3, man, that's done that I need to put out.
Who you got on there?
I got Rugrunner on there. I got Lucane on there. I got a new artist I'm managing from Huntsville, D. Rogers on there. Okay. I got Living Legend Yoshi on there. Man, just a host of the young kids from the city, man, that's really out here trying to do something positive.
Okay. So from were you already affiliated with Boosie at the time when you was doing the mixtapes, or is this something that happened after or before? When did you link with Boosie? What's your affiliation with Boosie?
Well, right now I'm his road manager. Okay. Road manager, security. I mean, so many different titles, bro, under the Badass Syndicate label. But it started with my partner them. They wanted to book him before he came home. He was still locked up. You know what I'm saying? And they know that I was doing concert promotion, so they was like, Ro, we need you to help, you know what I'm saying, us try to get in touch with Boosie, you know what I'm saying, by going and booking him. So we ended up booking him for like 3 dates, you know, here, Cleveland, and Kentucky, you know what I'm saying, all before he came home. And it was just staying consistent, man, with a lot, because we had to stay on the phone, stay conversate with him, because every time we came to do our show here in the city, they kept shutting it down. So they kept us in contact with him and everything like that. So the relationship grew from there. And just being, you know, being somebody that he might need beats. You know what I'm saying? I know some producers. He might need a club he's trying to go to. I might know how to get in touch with the club. And it just being, you know what I'm saying, being somebody in the masses where they wanted, that you can be somebody they can go to. And it just kept that door open. And his manager, Shaw, brought me in on the team as a tour manager. Okay.
And you and Boosie are doing a lot more than just music.
Yeah.
And clubs, and you got your Alkalyne light water.
Alkalyne water, man. We like I said, man, I have so many titles over there with him. I had a diabetic crisis like 2 years ago, where my blood sugar was real high. because I had to go in the hospital. And it was right after I got hired as tour manager, and it was 2 months before the tour kicked off. So, you know what I'm saying, I called him there, though, big dog, I'm in the hospital, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to shake back or whatever. He was like, hey, well, you know, I'm a diabetic, I've been one all my life, you need to start drinking alkaline water because it kills the cancer cells and, you know what I'm saying, it regulates all your other organs and cells and everything else. So, a guy that I know, a family friend that's from Selma named Malcolm Critton, he's the owner of the company, the Alkalyne Life company. And he reached out to me and he was like, hey man, I got some water, I want you to try this, what you need. So it was just like all in God's plan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where he had the water, he had the company, I had Boosie. So we all put it together, made Boosie the face, you know what I'm saying? Came down, sat down at the table, you know what I'm saying, discussed numbers, everybody that was happy, and that's what it is now, you know what I'm saying, Alkalyne Life.
Okay, and where can people find Alkalyne Life right now?
Right now you can get it from me. You can go to the website, alkalynelife.com, life spelled with a Y, and you can order from the website.
Okay.
As in stores in the city of Montgomery, they got it. The Juice Bar has it. The Chevron on Zelda Road carried it. And right now we just looking for different businesses, man, to pick it up in. But like in Atlanta, we in 50 stores, 50 restaurants in Atlanta right now.
Okay, that's big business.
Hold up, did that slime shit. Did that slime shit. Stack a baby 9 shit. Did that slime shit. Wipe your know that slime shit. Did that slime shit. We ain't got no mind shit. Did that slime shit. Bad nigga in, I cop 2 times. Next time I cop, I'ma owe with that iron. I'm not your seal, bitch, I'm a slime. That nigga for real, he sweet.